This is Chapter 10, Section 2, Part 2. Let's now get into some application videos with the law of cosines. Alright, so we have a couple planes leaving an airport. They're going northwest and southwest. I'll just draw a compass. Very poor compass, that's okay. Alright, so I'll call this the airport here. One is going north. At west, that's 66 degrees, right? West is always that way because this is north. And south from the same airport, one flies northwest or southwest, 26 degrees. Because the way you read these is 60 degrees west from north, 26 degrees west from south, basically. All right, so if I do a little bit of math, 66 plus 26, so that's 92. So this remaining here is 88, right? Because from here to here is 180 degrees, correct? So we want to know the distance between the two planes, basically. So this plane is flying 325 miles an hour for 2 hours. So therefore, this distance here would be 650 miles, right? This one's flying 300 miles per hour for 2 hours. This one would be 600 miles, correct? Okay. So this is an side angle side problem, which is clearly law of cosines. Let's get the picture up here. Okay, so this is 88 degrees is the angle that's in between. Math type. And bring it over here. Okay, so we'll say b squared equals, doesn't matter which one you do, 600 or 650. 650 squared plus 600 squared, those are interchangeable, does not matter. Minus 2 times 650 and 600, again those are interchangeable. And then the cosine of 88 degrees, which was the angle we found between them, basically. And that's not interchangeable. This angle goes with this side, right? So this angle goes with that side. That's basically what it has to be. Okay, let's make that blue. We'll arrange this a little bit. Format, color, blue. A second there. So remember, there's always 3 variations of this. Let's go back up here. There's always 3 variations. So basically, whatever angle you're looking for, or whatever side you're looking for, they have to go with the opposite, right? So C goes with C, B goes with B, A goes with A. Okay. All right, let's try this here. So a little math. So B squared equals, that would be 42,500 plus 360,000 minus 780,000 times the cosine. Okay, so B equals the square roots. If I add those together, I'll get 782,500 minus this value here. Okay, so I can't go any farther. I can't subtract those because multiply comes before addition subtraction, right? So I have to wait on that. Ooh, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Okay, there we go. All right. So B is approximately, what is this here? Go to our calculator. Square root 782,500 minus 780,000 times the cosine of 88. Gotta make sure it's in agreement. I would simplify down as far as possible. A lot of people make mistakes by doing too much in the calculator all at once. So if you want to do it all at once in the calculator and take a 80% chance of getting it wrong, you can. My certainly don't recommend that. So miles, format, color, orange. Okay. So essentially they're about 869 miles apart from each other after 2 hours, essentially. That's how you would do that, law of cosines. All right, so then we got Heron's formula, which is another way to find area of a triangle. So we talked about one way last time. It's a different way this time. So if you had an angle, you'd use the other method. This method is if you have no angles whatsoever. Okay. So we need the semi-perimeter, which is the S, and then we can figure out the area from there. Okay. So math type. We'll go from there. Let's just move this just like here. All right, so S equals 1/2 the perimeter, which is what's known as semi-perimeter. And I have 12 yards. Oops, I didn't do a parentheses. Plus 16 yards plus 24 yards. So that is, copy, paste, let's make this blue. Format, color, blue. That would be 52 yards. Yes, 52. 52 yards. So half of 52 is 26 yards. That is my S. Okay, now I can do the area. So I'm going to copy that real quick and kind of cheat. So there's my area. Format, color, blue. Okay. So now I can cheat. Go full screen here. Okay, so area, copy, paste. I can take my 26 yards and put it in here. 26 yards, 26 yards, 26 yards, 26 yards. So these ones are 12 yards, 16 yards, and 24 yards. Okay, so again, we're using this whenever you have all the sides for a non-right triangle. So if it is right, if it's a right triangle, you just use half the base times the height, but this is not a right triangle, so. Okay, so if I subtract those, I'm going to get 26, that's what, 14 yards, right? Subtract those, I'm going to get 10 yards. And subtract that, I'm going to get 2 yards. Oops. Okay, so we're almost there. Alright, so we have 26 times 14 times 10 times 2. Okay, so 26 times 14 times 10 times 2, 7280. So this is 7,280 yards to the 4th power. Okay, so the area is going to be approximately, because the square root never works out nicely for the most part. So if I square root that answer, 7280, we'll say 85.32 is good enough. 85.32 yards to the 2nd power. You're like, wait a minute, we had yards to the 4th power. Yards times yards times yards times yards. Yeah, but the square root is a half. So half of 4 is 2. Because we're using exponent properties, essentially. And area should be a 2nd power operation anyways, right? All right, that's the end.